Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, aka BGFH, and I am back for another iOS accessible game video. And this time we're taking a look at the officially released version of the Circus Master's Revenge. If you recall, I did a kind of a sneak peek of this game several months ago on the channel as I was helping out. So disclaimer for this game, I have been involved a bit throughout the development process. Shout out to Joe. He actually contacted me and had a few questions for me and stuff like that, and so we kind of shared some things back and forth, and I tried to help him however I could as far as like accessibility and testing the game and things like that, and so just helping out here and there throughout the process. So I have had access to this game off and on. Not for quite a while, but I have played a couple early builds of it. So just letting you guys know that right off the bat. And Circus Master's Revenge is basically a spiritual successor to something like Audio Defense Zombie Arena. If you remember, a few years ago we had a really good suite of games from Something Else Games. We had the Papa Sangre games, we had the Nightjar, and I think their most ambitious game, and I think one of the most fun games that I've had, especially I think definitely one of my favorite audio games that I've played, Audio Defense Zombie Arena, of which I did a video for that too a while back. Sadly, that is no longer available, and that is where CMR, or Circus Master's Revenge, kind of is stepping in and trying to fill that kind of a audio action game sort of void. Now, also, keep in mind, this video is going to be basically just taking a look at the game. I will say, what I will limit this to saying is, on different audio game communities, or AppleVis, audiogames.net, and maybe a couple other places, there's been quite a bit said about this game throughout its development, especially the last few months. Good, bad, terrible, otherwise. I'm not getting into any of that here. I mean, could some things have been handled better? Absolutely. Could people have reacted better? Absolutely. There's things that could have been done better on both sides. That's all I'm going to say. So, the game is out, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at right now. So, CMR. Let's try this thing. I have not beat the game yet, at least, so we have 2 chapters out, and I think after you beat Chapter 2, there may be an endless mode unlocked, but I'm not sure. What I do know is I have not beat it yet, but there are, assuming the game does well, they may be looking at doing some future chapters as we move on here. So we're just going to kind of jump in,
Circus
give
Master
you a little
Revenge.
bit of a tour of the
Double
game.
tap. Circus Master Revenge.
Mentovision. Oh.
Unmuted.
Circus Master's Revenge.
My bad. I keep forgetting when I do this sort of headphone. When I do the regular headphones, I don't
Please
have to worry
connect a
about
high-end
muting or
headphone to have
unmuting.
an immersive experience.
Now, the other thing that's going to
Double
make this
tap
tricky...
on screen to check if you have equipped your headphone correctly. Else, swipe left with 2 fingers to continue to the game.
So, I'm using this PC corded headset, so turning around in circles might be a little bit interesting at this point. So I'm going to do the best I can, but I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do... Again, the game is free with
Please
some
select an
in-app
option.
purchases. So, I want to give you guys a look at the game, show you
In
what
main
it's
menu,
like,
6 options are
give
here.
some thoughts,
Chapter, shop,
and you guys
settings,
can go...
how to play, quackshot and credits.
So
Chapter selected.
I have
Double
not
tap
done
on screen to play the game.
Quackshot. I don't even know what
Swipe
that
left
is,
or right to select other options.
but we might just find that out here. So,
Shop selected. Chapter selected. Credits selected. Double tap on screen to go to Quackshot selected. How to play selected. Settings selected.
I'm just flicking left
Shop
and right,
selected.
so you can kind of hear.
Double tap on chapter selected. Double tap on screen to play the game.
Title
Swipe
theme is
left or right to
definitely
select other options.
definitely fits the whole theme that they're going for here.
Shop selected.
So
Double
shop,
tap on
this is
screen to
where
go to shop.
you can buy. Well, let's go
Swipe
in here.
left.
I'll just show it to you here.
In shop, 5 options are here. Tokens, tickets, power-ups, arsenal, and stats.
So
The available tokens. 1.
I have 1 token.
The available tickets. 0.
Yeah, so I have not
Token
progressed far
selected.
enough in here
Double tap on screen
to really
go
be able to
tokens.
buy much of
For
anything.
Tickets, swipe right. For stats, swipe left.
So I think if we swipe, what is it, left with or right with 2 fingers?
Wrong input.
Nope.
To hear the in main menu 6 options.
So now we're in the
are
main
here.
menu here.
Chapter. Shop selected. Settings selected.
Let's go in here. I'll show you this really fast.
In settings, 5 options are here. Music, SFX, speech frequency controller, beacon sound, and login logout. Swipe left with 2 fingers
So the
to
one
go
thing
back to previous menu.
That I'm sort of
Music
unclear
selected.
on
Double tap to
is
control music volume. Swipe
when
left or
you-
right to select other options.
when you start the game, it wants you to log in with Facebook. Now, I've heard that you don't actually have to do that to save your progress. I did end up doing it just because, whatever. I guess, it's one of the few things I might actually use Facebook for. That being said, I'm hoping that it isn't required because, like I said, I've toyed with the idea of actually killing my Facebook account altogether. So, being able to do that right within the Apple ID or something. There's been some stuff with some new Apple policies or something. You think it would be able to be done through iCloud, that kind of a thing, but there's some kind of new stuff with that. I don't know the logistics of all what's behind there, but just know that the game will ask you to link to your Facebook account.
Sound effects selected.
So I
Double
can
tap to
change.
control sound effects.
I can
Swipe left
change
or
my
right
sound
to select
effects, like
other
sound effect
options.
volume.
Protagonist voice frequency controller selected. Double tap to control
Okay,
protagonist voice
so-
frequency controller. Swipe left
Right.
or right to select other options. Beacon sound selected. Beacon sound currently enabled. Double tap to disable
So the beacon sound, that
Swipe
is,
left or right to
you'll see that
select
when we
other
start
options.
to play here. But so you can turn that on and off. You can make some adjustments there.
Logout selected. Music selected. Double tap to control music volume.
So
Swipe left
what I
or-
will say, let's go back to the main menu here. It seems like now voiceover is not required to
In
play
main
this
menu
game.
6
So
options are here.
I think
Chapter,
everything that you're
shop,
hearing
settings,
is
how to play,
basically
Quack shot and
pre-recorded
credits.
audio, because you can kind of tell
Chapter selected.
when you're swiping through
Double
some
tap
of
on
the
screen
sound
to play
effects,
the
like
game.
some are a little more
Swipe
muffled than
left or
others,
right
or
to
some are
select
more like
other
you can kind of
options.
tell. So it's not actually using voiceover, but it is using the Alex voice. So it does sound, but it sounds and it behaves pretty much like voiceover, except for the 2-finger swipe left, swipe right, that kind of a thing. So I'm going to go into the how to play just so you can see what their tutorial is like.
Shop selected. Settings. How to play selected.
Let's do how to play.
Double. Settings selected. Double tap on screen
no.
to go to how to play selected. Loading tutorial scene. Swipe left with 2 fingers to go back to the main menu.
Yeah, so that one
Let's
sounds a
play
little
a
bit
tutorial
different.
section here. Hold your device and be absolutely still for 2 seconds to calibrate.
Okay.
Calibration successful. Try to find your target by listening to the sound source and tap on the screen 1 time to shoot the target.
Okay, so it's off to my right. Oh. There we go. Two for 2. Okay. See if I can get all of them without missing.
Good job. Let's try the baseball bat. Swipe left or right to hit the target.
Okay. So now what I learned is that they start kind of far away. So I'm swinging, but it's not, yeah, not in range. There we go. Now we shattered the thing. We got to wait a little bit. It's a little hard to tell how far away something is sometimes.
Not in range.
There we go. Okay, you're going to be off to the left. There we go. Die alarm clock thingy. Thud. Sometimes I like that. That's a nice.
Now
that's
swipe
a nice.
up with one finger to use power up.
So there's different power-ups. I have not really encountered these in
activated.
the real game yet. I have no idea what this does or what it is. That Mac sound. Enough!
You have successfully
Alright,
used
so
power
whatever
up.
that is, I don't know what this quacking
Excellent.
stuff is,
You
but
have
we'll figure
successfully
it out
completed
eventually.
the tutorial. Now prepare yourself for a battle with the circus freaks.
So, now that is basically
Swipe
like
right
your...
with 2 fingers to play the tutorial scene again. Swipe left with 2 fingers to go back to the main menu.
Okay, let's go back. So that's just like a brief sort of calibration.
In main menu, 6
and then
options
giving
are
you
here.
like so
Chapter,
you know how to aim.
shop,
Oh, and if it
settings,
I haven't
how
said
to
it
play,
already. Obviously, you're
quack
going to
shot
want to
and
play
credits.
this with headphones because you're really
Chapter
going to need the
selected.
spatial
Double tap on
the
screen to play the
spatial
game.
awareness as we're
Swipe
playing
left
here.
or right to
So,
select other options. Shop selected.
let's just make sure that we've gone through all the things, and then
Settings
we'll go
selected.
into the main game
How
here.
to
We're
play
going
selected.
to chapters. We did how to play.
Quack shot selected.
I'll leave
Double
quack
tap on
shot for the
screen to play the
end.
quack shot round. Swipe left or right to select
Actually,
other options.
let's see what it is.
Quack shot locked.
Oh. Okay, I gotta unlock Quack Shot. Interesting. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to show that to you. Which is okay, because again, that's something if you guys want to find out what in the heck that is, the game is free. You know, like I said, you can support the developer with some in-app purchases if you like to, but you can check the game out and find out for yourself. So,
Credits selected. Double
Credits.
tap on screen to go to
this
credits.
just basically reads
Swipe
obviously
left
through the
or right to
credits.
select other options.
And again, thanks and shout out to Joe. I was mentioned in there as kind of an accessibility consultant. So,
Chapter selected.
let's go in chapters.
3 options are here: continue game, new game, and select chapters. Swipe left with 2 fingers to go back to previous menu.
So, I'm going to...
New game. Double tap on screen to continue game.
Alright.
Swipe left or right to
I'm
select
on
other
chapter
options.
7, I think. And so far, I think I've only got a gun and a bat. I don't think I have multiple weapons just yet. So I'm going to double tap that, and we're just going to play where I am. If you want to see the game from the beginning, I might try an earlier chapter depending on how good or badly I do with this whole wired setup here. Because again, it's going to be really hard for me to spin around in circles as I get tangled up in my PC headset wire here. But in the preview build, you kind of get to see the story from the end. But you know, I want to give you some look at like what the kind of the Circus Master's voice is like. And let's just go.
Loading. Stage 7.
Stage 7.
Swipe up with 2 fingers to pause the game.
Okay. Up
Swipe
with 2
left
fingers.
with 2 fingers to go back to the main menu.
Okay.
Swipe right with 2 fingers to skip the intro.
Okay, we'll listen. So he's going to get kind of mad at me.
Damn it! What did you do? How did you survive? Never mind. I will watch the video later. Here we go again. Release the hound clowns!
It's like
3
Mr.
minutes
Burns.
to go.
Okay, so this is just timed. Whoa. I like the kind of the gunfire sound is pretty good. Ah! Oh, he got me. You dead? Yeah, I think I got hit again. No? Come on.
This isn't as hard as it looks.
Die, Pooch. Ooh, somebody's pissed. Alright, here we go. Somebody's mad.
The itsy bitty spider with splat, splat, splat.
Use waste, they're pretty close, so you can kind of tell.
This isn't as hard as it looks.
Die, Pooch. Oh, God! Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit hard to tell. Now, I've heard some people complain about lag. Actually, I'll talk about that in a little bit.
I'm starting to like this.
You done?
This isn't as hard
Final
as it
30
looks.
seconds.
Alright, El Pucho's dead. Okay.
I'm starting to like this.
They're getting up pretty close. I can't get hit again. Die, puppy. Uh-oh. Ah! No! Oh, okay, I was going to say, did I die? Okay, so that was a little sloppy.
Congrats, you have cleared this level.
Okay. I thought, no, I got hit with only
Stage 8.
under 30 seconds,
Swipe
but
up
we
with
got
2
it.
fingers to pause the game. Swipe left with 2 fingers to go back to the main menu. Swipe right with 2 fingers to skip the intro.
Okay.
What the hell is going on here? I'm not angry with you. I'm very impressed. Nobody has ever survived this long before. You must be some kind of highly sensed jackass of a bat. One that gets more irritating the longer it stays alive. Always making high-pitched noises. That is it. Now I'm pissed. I've never done this before. I have something special for your blind ass. I will let you figure it out. Maybe trying to figure out what is trying to kill you will throw you off your game. Release the secret weapon!
5 minutes to go.
Oh boy, okay, 5 minutes. Okay, these guys.
The itsy bitty spider with splat, splat, splat.
So we got 5 minutes.
I'm starting to like this.
Anytime I have any downtime, I'm a compulsive reloader. Oh no! Oh wow, they're everywhere. Die, you dang clown. There we go. Again, I'm getting tangled up in my wires, so I'm kind of just hammering on the screen, essentially. This would be way easier if I was using my regular headphones and I didn't have to worry about getting caught up in my computer
Ooh,
cord.
boy, that was fun.
Ah! Hi, puppy. Die, puppy.
The itsy bitsy spider went splat, splat, splat.
Okay. No. Come on. Ah, wrong button. Or wrong gesture. Oh, this is bad. Where are you, puppy? There you are. Again, I'm playing a little more fast and loose than I normally would. Oh, God. Really? Oh, he hit me. Okay. That one was giving me trouble because...
Ooh, boy, that was fun.
Oh, these are new. What are those? Uh-oh. Oh, that's bad. Oh. Those guys explode, I think. Ow.
The itsy bitsy spider went splat,
Now, I'm not
splat,
sure
splat.
how to tell... Please die, puppy. Okay, you're dead.
Maybe clowns are funny when they're dead.
Where are you?
Final 30 seconds.
Oh, God. That's not good. Please survive.
Ooh, boy, that was fun.
Oh, God. No. I'm just going to be swinging for the fences here. Home run. Ah! Okay. No, don't reload now. I need to hit him. Whew! Okay. A couple areas were a little sloppy,
Congrats, you have cleared this level.
but we got it. And we'll see what the next one is, and then
Loading.
I
Stage
think I'm
9.
actually gonna
Swipe up
go
with
back
2
to the main
fingers
menu.
to
We're gonna
pause the
wrap it
game.
up because I
Swipe
don't
left
want to
with
play
2
through the whole
fingers
thing here
to go
for you.
back to the main menu.
We'll see what the intro of this one says.
Well done, blind survivor. I guess a deal is a deal. You are free to go.
Right.
Wait a minute. I just had a great idea. I know how to bring people back to my circus. The answer is right in front of me.
Whatever, you nut.
I am taking you with me. People will love to watch you face a bunch of circus freaks in a battle. Yes, yes. This might be just what we've been looking for. I am taking you on the road with us. In every different part of the world, people have paid to see the underdog battle in an arena. The longer you stay alive, the more people will come. Don't worry about our deal, my blind lottery ticket. I will keep my promise. Just stay alive.
Okay. So I think, actually, I thought there was 9 chapters, but apparently there's 8 in chapter 1, because I think we're actually starting
Congratulations
chapter 2.
on completing Chapter 1.
Yay!
You have been rewarded with AK-47, Chain Maul and a chance at the Death Wheel. Tap the screen once, when you are ready to throw the knife at the Death Wheel.
Okay.
You may earn a free prize. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, go.
And big whammy, stop. Thud. What do we get? Big money, no whammy, stop. Okay, we got a noisemaker. And we get what?
Congratulations. You have got 200 tokens. The available
Ooh.
tokens.
Okay.
201. The available tickets. 0. Loading.
So tickets,
Chapter
I want to
2,
say, are probably
Stage
the
1.
premium currency that you can
Swipe
buy
up with
for
2
real money.
fingers to pause the game. Swipe left with 2 fingers to go
So
back to
I've
the main
kind of
menu.
played. There might have been a little bit of. Okay, let's hold on. This is all new to me. I'll talk about this in a moment.
What's that noise? What? Damn it! Not this crap again. Huh?
Good morning, my blind golden goose. Glad to see that you survived our trip to the West. Don't worry. The action will start in less than 10 minutes. Take a little break. That will be just fine, my blind survivor. We already have a crowd of viewers that have shown up. I haven't seen a line like this in many, many years. This is what God must feel like. People always like to hear that a circus is a brand new attraction. You are it.
All right.
Loading.
So that is our sort
Stage
of
2.
intro. Okay.
Swipe up with 2 fingers to pause the game. Swipe
Like I said,
left
we're
with
not going
2
to play through
fingers
this
to go
stage,
back to the
but we'll
main
listen to the
menu.
intro here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, there's some circus
children
music
of
for
a
ya.
mature age, welcome to the Circus Master's Revenge. If at any time it becomes too difficult for you to watch, please exit the premises. Let's begin, shall we?
Round 1.
I like the
5 clowns
ambience.
left.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you what.
Do you really want to go back to the main menu?
Yes, I do.
Double tap on screen to go back to the main.
So, we are going to wrap it up
6
here.
options are here. Chapter, shop, settings, how to play, quackshot and credits.
I will try to see
Chapter
if we can go
selected.
into Quackshot. I'm not sure
Double tap
if I'll
on
be able
screen
to.
play the game.
But I
Swipe
just want to
left or
mention,
right to
because
select other
again,
options.
I really can't talk when I'm playing because it's, you're trying to hear things, you're trying to spin around, you're trying not to get tangled up in your cord. But overall, I mean, it plays pretty well. What I was starting to say, and then I kind of backed off for a moment, was some players are definitely complaining about some input lag, and I don't experience a lot of that. I noticed that there might be a little bit of that here and there. What I think is more happening is like some of the audio. Sometimes it's a little bit harder to tell. Like it'll sound like an enemy is, let's say just ahead of you and to the right, and then you get it centered only to realize, or you think it's centered, and then you realize, oh, it's way the heck on the. You still have to turn a lot. So I don't know if I'm not sure exactly what's causing that. But I can swipe, and I can swing my bat with no problem. I can fire generally with no problem. There might be if anything, I think there might be a little bit of input lag when you're tapping, especially like a single shot. Like you might do one shot, but then if you're trying to do a follow-up shot, there might be a little bit of lag there. And the other thing that it might be is, like I said, I'm running an iPhone XS Max, and so I have not played this on an older. I think I've only played this on my iPhone XS Max. I have not played it on, let's say, my work iPhone 6 Plus or my old iPhone 7. I have not played it on an older device, so that could also be a possibility. I don't know how many testers were the people who tested it. I don't know how many users tried it on aging hardware, so that could be another reason people are experiencing that, just because there could be some either not as much RAM or processing power. And the other thing is, if you close all of your apps, again, if this happens to be a fairly demanding game, I just for the sake of this video, I did close all my other apps so nothing got in the way. So like I said, there's little hitches here and there. The thing when I'm aiming, it's a little bit tricky because like you hear the little dink, like you're on target, and then it kind of just goes away so quickly. So sometimes I find myself like, oh dang it, I heard the thing, but then I still went a little bit too far, and it's like I overcompensated. Like I went to the left, I heard the little target lock on, beep, only to discover I was moving a little bit too fast. And so it's really, you have to kind of, once you hear an enemy, you really have to when it sounds like they're getting toward the center of your audioscape, let's say, you kind of have to slow down a little bit because it's pretty easy to overshoot that kind of sweet spot, so to say. But yeah, so I got through the first chapter, which is basically as far as I think some of the dialogue might have changed slightly. I'm not sure. But in the beta that I had played several months ago, that's about where I got to. But like I said, I can even tell the experience has been tightened up a little bit. Like I said, I was having a few more lag issues and a few more sort of response issues and a few ideas. And back then you had to have the phone like straight up and down, which, to me is not really super comfortable for a game like this. But I was able to, like I said, when we did that little calibration thing during the tutorial, I'm just holding it at a 45-degree angle, and it works perfectly. So, again, if you're like, I think the optimal way to play this is either standing or sitting in an office chair where you can swivel around 360, because I think there's also some confusion. Some blind players are like, well, do I tilt the device or do I turn? Like, how does it, the tutorial doesn't necessarily tell you, physically turn around, hold your phone kind of steady, but, turn around in a 360-degree thing. It's not like you're turning your phone, like a steering wheel, let's say. You're actually physically turning like you were aiming in real life. So yeah, that is the current full release of Circus Master's Revenge. It is available now. Oh yeah, I was gonna see. I don't know if I've unlocked Quackshot. I might actually have to beat the. I might actually have to beat the Chapter 2 in order to unlock that, but I don't know what
Shop
the requirements
selected.
are. But let's see if we
Settings
can get in
selected.
just to see what it is.
How to play selected. Quackshot selected.
I'm guessing that's
Double
an
tap
endless
on
mode.
screen
I
to
don't
play
know
the
exactly what
Quackshot
it
round.
is.
Quackshot locked.
Okay, we're still locked. So, but then anyway.
Circus Master Revenge.
Oh, hi.
Double
how you
tap to
doing?
open.
That's really loud. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely check out the game. And, you know, again, like I said, I'm not going to get into any of the whole hubbub that's been going on the last few couple months, weeks, months, other than the fact to say I'm just, like I said, things could have been maybe handled a little bit better on both sides. But in general, I'm really, not just with CMR, but just in general, I'm just really kind of really unhappy with the blindness community in a lot of ways, whether it's working with apps or games or whatever. There's just, people are just really crazy lately. So anyway, I'm enjoying the game so far. I'm sure there'll be little patches and updates and things like that as we go. So I'm having fun with it so far. Curious to see where it goes. Curious to try to unlock some more of the weapons and modes and such and see what happens with it. But that is Circus Master's Revenge, available on iOS now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, mixer.com/BGFH, and of course, illegally-cited.com. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already, and everyone who has subscribed already, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, anyway, until next time, I will chat with you guys in the next video.